Hey, let's talk about challenges today. It's something we all face in life. It's kind of a prerequisite for being a human, right? We all have them, whether it's financial, whether it's health, whether it's career, relationships, spiritual, could be anything. We all have them. Now, what's interesting is we don't always know when folks are going through them. We don't always know because people handle them differently. That's what I want to talk about today. There's a phrase, there's a quote that I really like, and it says that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it. So let's talk about that. Let me unpack that a little bit. I want to share some thoughts with you about that statement and how it impacts our challenges. I mean, first of all, some people. There's some people that they're going to tell you all their problems. They're going to tell you all their business. They're going to wear it on their sleeves. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. Unbelievable. My identity was stolen, and now I gotta change all these accounts and whatever, right? We hear those stories. We know those kind of people. And then we got other people in our lives that they're going through things that nobody knows about. They play it close to the vest. Well, people are basically experiencing their tough times differently. All right? Let's take the person who airs all their dirty laundry, who's miserable, who sees no hope, who's just angry. Let's talk about them first. Basically, those folks who respond that way, they're reacting. They're not responding. They're reacting. They basically are not thinking consciously about what is going to get the result. These are the kind of people that are just going through life. They're waking up every day and repeating the same cycle with no review of their day, no intention, no purpose, no goals. These are the people who are going to keep getting the same results. People are going to be asking, why me, right? They're going to be asking the question, why is this happening to me, right? And let's be honest, we've all been there. I know I have, so I don't mean to put these people down. But that's really what's happening. They're staying the same, right? So whenever tough times come, chances are they're going to react the same. And it's just automatic. It's a program. We all are basically like computers. We have a program we run off of, and if we don't intervene and work on ourselves, then we'll just continue to get what we got. Now the other folks, the folks who respond, that's a little bit different story. Those are the kind of folks who ask good questions. They say, okay, here's the situation. What could I do to have a different outcome? Or how did I make this happen? I'm responsible for myself. So what did I do to cause this result? Or how do I get myself out of this situation that I'm in? What can I do? Those people are thinking from a creative standpoint. They're thinking about what can I do? They're thinking empowered thoughts. They're thinking, okay, it's up to me. I'm in a hole. I got to stop digging. Now, how do I get myself out of this hole? That's the mindset they have. So I want to distinguish between response and react. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share, because I just discovered this recently, and that's why I'm making a video about it, because I thought it was so cool. One of the things that I found, and I thought, wow, this is amazing, is I thought, you know what? Whenever I'm having a tough time, I'm not thinking about the tough time, right? And I know that, stick with me, it'll make sense, but I kind of think about it as life's testing me. Life's testing me to see how bad do I really want it. If I'm pushing for a goal, which I always am, right? Because that's kind of the mentality, right? But when I'm pushing for a goal and there's obstacles that come up, man, you got to fight for it, all right? And the tough times that come up, that's part of the fight, man, because things that we value aren't things that came easily. They're things we fought for. And at the end of the day, when my goal's achieved, it's going to mean so much more. I'm going to have such a better story because of all the adversity I faced, all the tests and trials and tribulations, and any other T words that you can think of. But my point is, if you start thinking about it as an obstacle that's just part of the journey, if you start thinking about it as just an inevitable challenge of life, that you're going to have hard times, I promise you, promise you, that it makes it a lot easier to deal with. You know, if you go through life expecting a smooth road and all of a sudden you hit a bumpy patch, my God. All right, here's a great example. I live in Florida. Florida has nice roads. I'm from Indiana. Indiana has a weather where it freezes and thaws and it creates a lot of potholes. You talk about a difference in a perspective. In Florida, all of our roads are smooth. Summertime, wintertime. I go up to Indiana. My God. It's a miracle I don't lose fillings up there, right? There's potholes everywhere. Patched potholes, empty potholes. It's a disaster. So imagine me. I'm driving in Florida. I hop on a plane. I go up to Indiana. I'm used to these smooth roads, and then all of a sudden I get on these roads that have bumps everywhere. You think I'm enjoying that? No. I'm miserable. But guess what? The people in Indiana who drive those roads all the time, they don't even think about it, right? I mean, it's just a pothole. It's just the roads are crap. That's it. That's the point that I'm making, right? So when we expect the hard times are coming and it's no big deal. We can handle them. So it's all about that. If it's a test and you're expecting a test, it's inevitable. And the other part of that, tests are temporary, right? You don't go to school and take a test on everything every single day, do you? You might take a test once a month in each class. You might take it every 2 weeks. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in school. But the point is, you're going through a season in your life. You're going to have some ups. You're going to have some downs, right? That's part of life. So if you start thinking about the challenges that you're facing as temporary and as inevitable tests, your ability to deal with them is going to be incredibly enhanced. You're going to start saying, okay, this is it. That's cool. I got it. I can handle it. And you know why? Because you've passed every test that life has ever thrown at you. You're still alive. You're still breathing air. So you've passed all those tests, and you're going to pass this one. It's not going to be easy, but I can guarantee you on the other side, it's going to be worth it. Think about that. Next time you have a challenge come up in your life, stop, breathe, and realize it's just a test, and you're going to pass it.